Bryce, you excited?
No.
You're excited? Kim, you're excited? You're excited just to sit on the beach, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's go check this out.
Treasure hunting comes in many forms. From the metal detecting I commonly do, to bottle digging, to searching for fossils. It often requires big effort, lots of time, practice, research, driving and investment of money. But the rewards are often small, often very small. We pretend we found great things. I recently spent over 3 hours of driving round trip and a solid 7 hours of metal detecting up and down a stream in waist-deep water. To me, that's a big investment. And on that one trip, I only found a bale seal and 2 crotal still attached to the leather. I was pleased when finding both of those items. As a treasure hunter, you have to magnify the small moments, exaggerate the enjoyment, otherwise you would stop searching. But those 2 items probably weren't worth the effort. I think about this as I drive to North Carolina or up into New England states from Pennsylvania, as I make payments to the events I attend and book hotels. A big expense, a far drive, and often I find a handful of items worthy of note, worthy of display. I find things like beat-up old Matchbox cars, and I light up. I think this will be added to my display case, but if I simply found that toy in a gutter, not with my metal detector, I'd be inclined to simply pass it by without a second thought. This metal detecting, this treasure hunting does something to you. It causes you to lie to yourself. I watched The Curse of Oak Island. I feel as though I'm pot committed at this point. I know the reality is they haven't found anything. No, seriously, I have a way more impressive collection of coins I have found than what has been produced on that show. How could these modern tools not get down to the location of the supposed treasure? But back in the day, they had no problem burying the treasure at that depth and incorporating water tunnel traps. You have to lie to yourself to keep up that digging. You have to make a big thing out of a small lead cross. You have to look at the lines on a boulder and deduce that someone put that there to mark something important. So I find myself on another treasure-seeking trip. This time I'm joined by my wife and son. Also, I'm meeting up with some friends in Maryland, just over 3 hours away. Now my wife and son, I don't think they have this gene that enables them to lie to themselves. They know there is better investment that one can make with time and money, but they are willing to go along for one basic reason, because my son gave me a coupon as a gift in which he would join me on a treasure hunt of some sort. And also because we are going to a beach, and well, the treasure they are seeking is to absorb some sun and move pages in their latest books. The cost, besides the white-knuckle drive through severe storms the night before, is a stay in a hotel. We make our way to Clavert Cliffs on the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland. This location is known for shark teeth and other oceanic fossils, including meg teeth, a bucket lister of mine, but I know full well that the chance of finding one of those is quite rare. I'll settle for any shark tooth at all. We spend the better part of the day searching. We made sure to get there early. Reading online suggests that due to limitations in parking, we could get turned away. This turned out to be hardly a concern since it was Tuesday, but getting there early would allow us more time to search. As you've seen from the footage provided so far, this place was beautiful, peaceful, until you realized that there were many jellyfish around. My wife got stung almost immediately. As the tide rolled out, they seemed to be not as close to the shore, but as it started coming in again, I got stung. I actually picked one up accidentally in the sifter I was using and got a sting on my wrist. It was annoying enough not to want to continue to sit and sift, but it wasn't the worst pain. Now, my son, he found 3 teeth almost right away. Call it luck, call it having a good eye. He was happy to have found them. He and my wife would then just sit and read. Now me, I wanted a tooth in the worst way. I would watch as Jill and her brother kept finding teeth, and that only made me anxious to find one more. I did find some interesting things that at first I thought were alligator teeth because I had read they could be found there. But when I showed them to some people who seemed to know what they were doing, they said they were fossilized crab shells. In the end, I did find a tooth, and I couldn't be more happy that I did. It was just enough of a lie to keep me going, to push me toward my next adventure and to keep me dreaming about that meg tooth on my bucket list. What wasn't a lie was a great day I had with my friends and my wife and son. I hope I can convince them in the future to maybe lie to themselves to want to try another adventure, or perhaps just to lie to me and say they want to tag along again.